I actually went on Khara Kapas website the other day, and I'm like, wow, I love the photo shoots. I love how it's done. It really reflects a certain mood, which is rustic, raw, a lot of rust color use and bottle green. So, I mean, I could gauge that, okay, this is very intentionally done. It reflects a mood, it reflects a story. How does someone crack such kind of editorial shoots? You'll have a whole fledged team to take care of that. But someone who starts afresh, I think they'll not be able to allocate those funds to such a thing. So maybe certain things that we can keep in mind while you're shooting for your product.
You'll be surprised, Monica. I'm so anal about my shoots that I have been there on every shoot. I
Okay.
delivered my child. I was shooting till I was 9 months pregnant.
Hmm.
Till I think right after delivery, my son was born, and I think 21 days I took him to the shoot. So I've never done a shoot when I'm not there. So I'm very
Okay.
involved, from location hunting to the models to the makeup to everything. I have my mood boards ready. I start talking to photographers with my mood boards. In fact, I've been advised that I should start bringing in more people to start taking care of these things and not be so involved. But I come from an art background. So I like being involved. I think that for me, it's very important. One is the design process, and then when the design is finally coming alive, when you it's happening, then you have to be involved. But I don't agree that you always need very large budgets. In fact, I would say that
Because when
compared to
I'm sorry, I'm cutting you, because when I genuinely looked at it, I thought, okay, there must be a team allocated for this who's into creating mood boards and then shooting with all these backgrounds. And even if you've used AI or not, I'm not sure about that, but certain backgrounds look like, oh, they're pretty much enhanced. I was wondering, ye background kaise aa sakta hai? Because it looked like done at some lake or something.
that's actually shot in a lake.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever you see, it's actually shot there. Every
So I was
location.
like,
I mean, if
oh,
my
because I was
photographers are
looking at
listening,
references for my own brand. That is not the mood anyway of my brand, but you get those benchmarks that someone in the industry is doing such a great shoot. Let me also just try and crack in my own set of stories.
no, it's a lot of. So I, I think I travel, and whenever, so my mind, the way it works, it's a joke that there is not one location that Shilpi has not left. So whether it's my husband's factory, new factory, old factory, this office, that office, this field, that field, my house, old house, new house, interim house, everywhere we've shot. So we basically, wherever I see an interesting place, spot which is inspiring me, I shoot it. And I go location hunting everywhere. We've shot in Goa, we've shot in Rajasthan, we've shot, I don't know where all we've shot. We've shot domestically, we've shot a lot. We have more places to explore. But I don't think you always need a lot of money. So basically, I feel that it's not really important to have like a very big budget to do shoots. I think it's very important that your product is standing out. That is one thing that you need to keep in mind. Second, if you want to create a mood, now that mood you can also create in your backyard, or you can create like in these free lands across Gurgaon, anywhere. Yeah, yeah, just go scouting anywhere and everywhere. So my mind is always working on what is a new location, where is it. For example, I was in Rani Khed during COVID. I was there for about 4 months. We love that space. My husband and I, we've been going there for like, I would say about 7, 8 years. We've been going there every summer. We go there. Winters we've gone there. So there I found such beautiful spots. So I did 2 campaigns there. It's an untouched hill station. So anywhere and everywhere I go and I find a location, and I feel okay, let's shoot. I think a little bit because I come from art direction, and for me to visualize frames is nice, but then you also need a good talent in terms of your photographer, videographer. You need to have the right people that you're working with. I was lucky enough to get, the right people with the right aesthetics, who their aesthetics align with me. But no, I don't think you can even do a very crisp studio shoot without spending a lot of money, and you can have the same amount of budget even for an outdoor shoot. So I don't think that it's always huge budgets or huge production costs. Of course you can, there is no limit,
No, but
you
the new
know.
entrepreneur would definitely want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
learn and take some tips from you in case it's amazing that you mentioned that it doesn't take that much
Yeah,
money. It is more about the vision and how you produce it.
yeah.
So,
There's not even actually a lot of post editing that happens in our
uh-huh.
shoots. We don't do a lot of post editing. So
Okay.
we shoot it in natural light.
It's not AI.
It's not AI. In fact, I'm scared of AI because I don't understand AI.
Yeah.
But let's see. But I don't know. Somehow I feel AI will take the whole human touch away, and
Yeah.
especially when you like I paint and I'm an artist and I love those viewfinders, and that's what we've done. So I feel that when I see this beautiful visual, and then you imagine you will convert it into, like, I don't know, a preset frame where you'll just keep, maybe it's the future of fashion, but right now I've not made peace with
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't understand it. But you just have to be very good with selecting the person that you want to work with. I mean, there are
Okay.
some shots that I've done on my own also. There's a kids
Okay.
wear campaign on our website that I did it on my own.
Wow, okay.
There's an indoor kids
Yeah,
wear
I have
campaign.
to.
My son and a friend's daughter, we
Acha.
shot it on our own. But of course,
Yeah.
I generally am picky about the people. Like, we try getting the right, we work with the right talent,
Mm-hmm.
people who are genuinely creative, good, and we try shooting in natural light. We try not working with a lot of fancy equipments and all of
Right.
that. But it depends what you have. So if you're starting, you can start on small budgets. It's not a problem. I think you can still get amazing results with small
Okay.
budgets. You should have your mood board right, that this is what you want, these are the lights that you want, this is the entire mood board should be ready, and then you speak, you get your photographer the right way. There's so much talent right now. There's so many budding photographers,
Yeah, yeah.
so you can collaborate
True
with
that,
people.
true. Another thing, I noticed that there are different pictures on the website of the same product as you see on other platforms, say Instagram. Am I right? Like, do people use different pictures?
No,
No?
it's just, I think, the setting that might look different,
Okay.
but otherwise pictures are same usually.
Like the campaign pictures are different than the website pictures? Do you,
Yeah,
or
so we do that. So earlier, what, this is something that I've
is
recently
there a
started doing.
rule
No.
here? Because I remember I had done a shoot and a lot of people suggested that you need to keep simpler pictures on the website and more editorial pictures on Instagram. So is there a rule or
I don't know if there's a rule. I
uh-huh.
don't follow it. I just feel that, of course, your products sometimes stand out better when
Yeah,
you're doing it in a white background, because your
yeah.
colors pop better. You can see the details and all of that. But I think editorials also help, as long as they are not super styled
Okay.
and they are not overly layered where the garment is not showing. But it's nice to have editorial because it creates a mood,
Uh-huh.
it sets a story, it helps to take your brand to next level. But there are lots of brands that have done well with just doing catalogs, and there are some brands that have done well only doing editorials.
Okay.
So it depends. Something might work for you, something might not, but there is no rule as such. It's what you want to show. Do you want to show your product in an editorial form? Then do an editorial shoot. If you want to do your product in a catalog form where the product is
Mm-hmm.
really very well lit and looking nice. So there are some collections that we do in a catalog form only, which are
Yeah.
basically in between drops, staples, or we're doing plugins.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do certain campaigns,
Yeah.
because I, as a brand, also cannot afford doing only campaigns and can't afford doing such expensive shoots all the time.
Okay. So, like, if you have to explain me, like, I'm a photographer and you want to tell me that how your next shoot is going to be like. So, are there any download that you'll give it to me, like, say, about colors or like some references that you can give me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, what would those be like so that this entrepreneur, say, he or she starts the shoot on their own without hiring an agency? What should they really look into? What should they keep in mind when they're downloading to the photographer?
I think first you need to study the photographer's work.
Okay.
You go to his page. If you're
Yeah.
if you're shortlisting a photographer based on the kind of work they've done in the past, you see the work. You should
Yeah.
be able to resonate with that kind of work, and you feel, okay, this is
Ach.
good work, good lighting. This chap is doing an amazing work, and this person should be able to work for me. That is one. Then you should know your product. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is my product, and this is how I want to present the product. Whether you
Yeah.
want an evening light, morning light, you want
Okay.
underexposed, you want like more colors, you want barren landscape, you want, what do you want?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
want a riverside, what do you want? What do you have in mind when you want to show your product? So have some visual references. Study those visual references. Have your product catalog, that these are my garments, this is the visual reference, see the photographer's work, and then put it all together.
Okay.
Send a pitch to the photographer, tell them that this is what I want, this is the mood I'm trying to create, and then listen to the photographer, what he's saying, then understand whether he'll be able to deliver. Photographers will have their own points, which is fair enough, because they'll
Yeah.
plug
Yeah.
in, they'll tell you, because they understand the technicalities. Understand, work as a team.
If you want us to keep bringing such amazing content and business hacks, please subscribe to our Clips channel, The Sonika Mata Show Clips.